I like how the American Legion, from the research that I did, it brings a lot of veterans together, because I know, especially for myself, when you get out of the service, you feel a sense of really just kind of being alone and being on your own. But with the American Legion, it's almost like one of those classic car clubs. You get all your friends together, and you're in this giant group, and you're in brotherhood, and you're having a great time. And it's just like, this is right. I feel like I'm right back at home, back when I was in the military, and I'm with all my friends, and we're getting together, we're checking on each other, and we're doing parades, we're doing all this stuff, and we're bringing a lot of awareness to the veteran community.
Camaraderie. It's like having the family that, my childhood and growing up, I didn't really have a strong emotional support, and I would say the scaffolding, and the military provided that for me. And while I'm in my community and still having the continuation to want to serve, the American Legion really filled that void for me, and to have the opportunity to help others and be an influence in my community is really what kind of drew me to the American Legion. I was brought in with the intent hey, we need high-speed veterans, we want to get you involved, and there became this awkward void, and then here I was, and I just stepped up, and I just haven't looked back. So it was kind of just one of those, I feel very natural-esque military experiences where you're just kind of thrown into stuff and you learn as you go. But it was one of the best things that happened to me, because I wouldn't have had the opportunity to get an internship and get in DC and network and have the influence that I do now if it wasn't for the networks that the Legion provided me.
As veterans, you already have experience leading, but we are here to discuss how you can leverage that talent on campus and in your career search.
I lost my way. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. I just had no camaraderie. That was all gone. There was no brotherhood in my life. There was no community. There was no. I lost all those values. There was a coworker of mine who was the post commander in Post 147 in Madawaska, and he came up to me and he started talking to me about the Legion. He started talking to me about his military, and we shared a lot of things that were the same. Our experiences, our wants, our desires, our values. And when he started telling me about the Legion was what I was missing. It was a chance to be a part of something bigger, to be able to give back, to be able to help other veterans.
The SVA is big. I think there should be more American Legions on a university campus. Get our younger generation. I am 39. I'll be 39 in 2 months. So I'm in that middle gap. But these kids coming back that are 24, 25, 26 years old, coming in using their post 9/11 benefits, they're our future leaders. That's what the American Legion. How we're going to move forward is by getting this generation in there, let them learn from the older generation of what the American Legion really is, and then get them to interact and move us forward.
So all of my older relatives, greater generation and all that, they were all fought in World War II. They had a lot of history in the military with my family, and the American Legion was always something post-service that I saw growing up. It's less of being in the military, but still have the group of guys and gals together, with the same kind of mentality, and you don't feel as alone. When I first got out of the Marine Corps, in a crowded room, I was alone. I was an outsider. I went from leading Marines overseas to the back of the unemployment line. I had absolutely no plan, and then enrolled at Lakeland Community College, take some courses, and not even 2 weeks later got introduced to the SVA. Some months after, joined the American Legion, and I just fell in love with the camaraderie that it has, but also the capability of helping the community, and I wanted to get involved with that. So in my college, I'm the president of the Student Veterans of America chapter, and then also do additional outside work with different organizations, and then especially the American Legion.